Office on Skyscraper can be very difficult to defend, and one of the main reasons for that is the pressure that opponents, the attackers, can apply from this main breach. So here's an idea that Team Bliss used in their game against Star Wars that you might be able to try in your ranked games to make this entry from the breach much more difficult for the attack. Firstly, let's give our attention over towards Dragon. For the purposes of this review, we're going to be focusing in on Brendo, who's playing the dock in this Dragon position. Now, the setup here is critical. The main things that stand out are the single reinforcement here being reinforced. Now, based on my own experiences, typically this wall is left soft, maybe even some kind of line of sight, but critically, it is reinforced off. So Brendo can't apply pressure necessarily here in towards Terrace, but it also means that he can't be pressured from this position. Now, the other important parts of this setup are the lines of sight. You can see here on the left, there's a line of sight leading into the bomb site. And if we erase these markings, I'll just zoom out so we can show the rest of them. We also have lines of sight over here. And there's a very, very fine angle that this opens up. I'll draw it on screen now. And this extends all the way to the breach. So this is a really, really powerful, very difficult to challenge angle for the attack. It's important to note that this isn't some absolute god position. There's still threats from the window, threats from T-room that this player needs to be aware of. So unless the team is fully committing to office, this position can be compromised by a split push, so it's just something to keep in mind. I have backtracked a little bit on the VOD now so that we can see this play in action. Now, the weakness of this setup, or one of the weaknesses of this setup, is highlighted as Pika on the Yana is able to, of course, push through Terrace. He can push through and be a threat, and there's no way for this to be countered. So this is, of course, something to keep in mind. So we'll roll the clip through, and we'll see this Yana actually get a kill here onto Oda and get a second. So able to apply pressure, but Brendo, from the aforementioned angle, is now able to offer a threat. Again, I'll just highlight this really nice line of sight. Goes all the way through here and into the breach. Brendo actually lines up the entry from the breach and gets two, and narrowly avoids getting the third here onto the ace, and is able to flip the round. We'll go back and we'll watch it from his POV. And here it is. A pretty straightforward angle. Obviously, it's fortunate that the second player did line up on the breach, but it highlights just how powerful it is, and it is quite difficult for the attack to counter. Let's have a look at it from the POV of the attack just so you can see how narrow this angle is. And as they push through, they don't even see it coming. So I hope you all enjoyed this quick little breakdown. Give a try with this strat in ranked. I think it will actually work pretty damn well. Of course, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.